What brings you here? I apologize.
You've come just at the right time.
Looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before going into battle, eh?
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk, if you ask me.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and wring fuckers' necks one by one. And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in irons.
That makes two of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure Von Burgov has good reasons for caution.
I hope so. And I'd rather get this messenger business off my back too.
Well, get back to enjoying life without the tiresome duties of a nobleman.
You bet. We'll live it up when we get back home. But now, let's go and hear what Sorotto has to say to us.
I'm hoping for some good drink and crispy roast meat while we listen.
Let's go then, before there's nothing but bones and empty pitchers left.
Lord Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench! Pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the Kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ulrich?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
We have the same interests, Sorotto. We'll be happy to help you deal with those criminals at Nabokov. And let's hope that our cooperation doesn't end there. You know better than anyone how many similar bands plague our kingdom.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Rezig have an eye for capable and eloquent servants. As soon as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter. But now to the business at hand, my friends. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nabokov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunate.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade, and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir. But isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Oh, that wouldn't be my plan.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soldiering than your chamberlain. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg, and I think he'd be more useful.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. But I'd rather entrust my forces to someone more mature. You're not offended, I hope. Ulrich.
Oh, perish the thought, sir.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this castle is standing. I have complete faith in his abilities.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see him.
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out as soon as the sun rises. Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory. Ha ha ha!
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor for our rightful and joint cause.
Ah, junger Mann, komm her.
Ah, you must be that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
What would you like, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergoff's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
Aye, no doubt about it. It's the same band of troublemakers.
Who got the better of you twice, eh?
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nabokov, Lord Capon parleyed with someone pretending to be old Nabok. But in fact, it was none other than the leader of those disgraceful scoundrels.
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder that puffed-up Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make fun of him.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong. It wasn't his fault.
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again.
Ja, du hast recht. I went too far. If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service. But if you'd rather try your luck, we can have a game of dice. That strikes me as a better option than going at each other with swords. Wie war das? Do you play dice, friend?
Nah, not for me. I don't play dice.
Das ist schade. Aber was soll man machen? It could have been fun.
I'm not local, so I'd like to introduce myself, gentlemen.
We're not local either, but we've already heard of you.
Aye. Mainly about your brushes with the law. Truly amusing escapades, if what they say is true.
Well, we had a couple of misfortunes, but I don't know what you heard.
Only that the village yokels took you for beggars and clapped you in the stocks.
Well, after you'd beaten up a couple of them, including the local bailiff's son.
Well, as I said, we had a couple of misfortunes.
Of course, no offense intended. We're glad to meet you.
My name is Olbram, and this is Yeshek of Bor.
Any news, gentlemen?
Yes. We were just talking about the Finger of God.
What's that? Some book?
Nobody knows, but the name is truly odd, isn't it? Apparently Sir Otto paid a fortune for this finger in Prague.
Sounds like some holy relic, doesn't it?
Aye. But it occurred to Olbram that it might be some new castle bell.
I heard him telling Chaplain Nicodemus that the castle needs a new bell. Throwing around coin like that when there's a war on is a sin, I tell you.
But our Sir Otto has deep pockets, and the war hasn't changed that. Quite the opposite, if anything.
Aye, once you get involved in politics in Prague, the coin comes rolling in. You and Lord Capon are here on political business, aren't you? You're envoys of Hanush of Lipa, and the king's favourite, Radzig Kobyla, right?
Yes. We brought a message from Sir Hanush and Margrave Jobst. Now we're just waiting for Lord von Bergov's reply.
What does Margrave Jobst want?
To end the war, I think.
Well, well. Jobst himself wants to make peace with the League of Lords.
Aye. And free our king from captivity.
Interesting. Yet it was him who was at war with Wenceslaus just a year ago.
What about tomorrow? Will you join us in the attack?
Of course. I've brought so many men we could take Nabokov on our own.
I hope you'll leave room for us as well, Yeshek.
Have no fear. The main thing is that old Lord Nebak doesn't drop dead before we can save him.
Well, if we burn down his castle, he's bound to have a fit.
I think Sir Yaramir will be pleased if we get rid of those scoundrels without needless damage.
Aye, aye. Old Yaramir was always terribly proud of that little castle of his. He toiled all his life to build it.
Yet it's nothing more than a hut on a rock.
All the better for us. We'll take the hood in a trice, and then relieve Yaramir of a few barrels from his cellar.
I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out how much the rescue will cost him.
He'll be happy to give us the wine. Better to be alive and well than cold for eternity.
I'd like to have a bit of discourse with you, young man.
Well now, you've made quite an impression, friend.
Hey, blacksmith's boy. What are you doing there? Get over here. Come on, Henry. You can have a drink afterwards.
What's the problem?
What do you think? I don't have time for nonsense.
I thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
You call this a good feast? Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung. And the Chamberlain. My God. I can't take another moment of that fool.
Sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won, eh?
You heard Lord von Berghoff. He trusts him.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much heed to that buffoon's orders.
I get that, but you gave von Berghoff your word as a knight that you'd help him. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well. And we don't have a chance against them on our own.
Oh, maybe. You know what? I've had enough. I'm going to bed. But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armor. And fetch some wine from Catherine. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced. We've got a battle to fight tomorrow.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
All right. Good night then, Henry.
Have you got a moment? I've heard you're a local hero.
This is Henry, my lady.
I'm sorry. I don't know your name, my lady.
This is Johanka of Zhernov, Henry.
Pleased to meet you. I'm...
I know who you are. My companions here talked about you. And the stories were somewhat madcap, if you don't mind me saying so.
Nothing more than a couple of silly misunderstandings.
The pond, the stocks, and the gallows. Quite a nice series of misunderstandings, if you ask me.
Your life was on the line more than once, young man.
You're right, Father. And not just my life, Lord Capon's as well.
Well, that sounds interesting. Won't you tell me about it? I'd love to hear about adventures right from their hero himself.
I'll be glad to tell you my story. Where to begin?
The best place to begin is at the beginning, isn't it?
You're right, of course. That would be best. It all began one lovely day when we'd been on the road for ages. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp by a pond to bathe a bit before presenting ourselves to the local lord. We didn't have time for that, because a band of cutthroats suddenly attacked us. They killed without mercy, and our men had no chance against them. We had no choice but to jump into the water and swim for our lives. I still don't know how I didn't drown. I can't swim, you see.
Truly divine intervention, my son. God clearly wanted you to be saved.
Truly shocking and terrifying. Tell me, what awful thing happened next?
What can I say? Nothing much apart from the fact they almost stuck me like a pig.
No doubt, but that's just what interests me.
We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. But later, we got involved in a tavern brawl. Well, the brawl was started by my Lord Capon, actually. Manual labour would have been too humiliating for him, you see. Even more humiliating than having the local guards pour slops over us, it would seem.
No, that is truly awful.
But it's true. Everyone thought we were stinking vagabonds, which led to a whole misunderstanding.
Bailiff Thrush put them in the stocks.
Yeah, like I said, they took us for ragamuffins.
Fair enough. But out with it now. Why did they punish you?
I admit the bailiff was right to punish us. But we would have won the brawl otherwise, my lady.
Excellent. I think people are wrong about you. You're a sincere and brave young man, Henry.
And rather entertaining company.
Yes, I agree. It's a pity my good friend didn't hear your story. She would have been very interested.
Who do you mean, my lady?
Unfortunately, she just went outside to get some fresh air. But the easiest way to put that right would be to go and find her. Would you escort me, Sir Knight?
Certainly, my lady. I'd be honored to escort you.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned gentlemen will excuse us, won't they? It's a lovely night outside, and it's a little stuffy in here, so a walk will do me good. Come on. A lovely summer night. It was horribly stuffy inside. Thanks for rescuing me from the claws of those two old vultures.
Yeah, of course. But I thought...
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly slow-witted, that's all. Like my late husband. But maybe I underestimated you, eh?
No. I reckon you're overestimating my abilities, my lady.
I understand. A pity, though. This evening could have belonged to us.
Let's go back to the banquet, my lady. They'll be missing you.
A beautiful moment, but now it's past. Take care of yourself, young man.
Anything else, lad?
I'd like to speak to Sir Otto.
Certainly. What is it, Henry?
Would I be right in assuming nobody else knows about the content of our message yet?
Correct. And that is how it will stay, until I decide on my reply to Hanush.
What about the League of Lords? Do you think you'll convince the other nobles as well?
Careful now, young man.
The war hurts everyone, without exception. And that is why it has to stop. Everyone agrees on that. Each one of us has to consider what he can do for peace in the land. You can show what you can do tomorrow, when we settle scores with those bandits.
We'll make short work of them.
I'll try not to let you down, sir.
Certainly. We will talk tomorrow when it's over. I do not let capable men go unrewarded, Henry.
I've heard people talking about some finger of God.
What do they say?
Some think you bought a new bell in Prague for the castle chapel.
Well now. Do they really?
Oh, at the very least, I hear it cost as much as one.
They are right. Progress doesn't come free.
Will you tell me what it is, then?
I'm afraid not. But don't worry. Everything will become clear tomorrow. The finger of God is already on the way from Prague.
Is that the important visit you spoke of earlier?
Exactly. The roads are dangerous, and a good friend of mine is vouching for its safe passage.
Well, it can't be helped, lad. It seems you won't pry Sir Otto's secret out of him today, so we'll have to drown our curiosity in wine.
How do you like the company here? Is this your idea of fun?
Good to see you. At least I know one person here. I wouldn't mind a few more feasts like this now and then. Have you tasted the Hungarian wine?
I remain on duty, so I can't. But when I see how the others are enjoying it, Sakra, I miss Prague.
You're a regular martyr. We're in the same boat. My lord also told me not to drink. What was von Berghoff doing in Prague?
He's the royal chamberlain. So he's in charge of collecting taxes from royal towns and monasteries. And he was negotiating with the League of Lords as well, of course.
What? He promised he'd support the proposal of Hannes of Leipa.
Maybe, but he can hardly call off negotiations with Rosenberg and the other powerful lords. Politics isn't blind man's buff. Besides, you only gave him the message after he came back from Prague, didn't you?
Do you know what the negotiations in Prague were about?
No, because I'm not a spy.
But personal bodyguards often hear all kinds of things, don't they?
Well, Hohenstein and Riesenberg are quarreling over some nonsense in Saxony. Lichtenberg is trying to play both sides, and the mighty Rosenberg is scheming against everyone. Aye, and Bocek of Kunstadt is looking for a husband for his niece, Yitka. She's pretty, so it won't take long.
I thought the League of Lords was supposed to be united.
What? Then? No chance. Having too many roosters in the yard always ends badly.
Have you heard the plan of attack?
No. Ulrich is keeping it all close to his chest.
Not that there's any point.
I noticed that your lord isn't too fond of the Chamberlain.
That's one way of putting it.
Sir Otto respects him, and I trust him. But it's true, Ulrich is a bit strange.
He's a conceited fool, you mean?
If it's glory that you seek, you cannot be shy and meek.
Do you know the other guests?
They're noblemen from these parts, but I don't know them personally. That cheerful little fellow in the middle is Hermann Palitz, known as Littlehead. Pity you didn't see his performance on the barrel. Thankfully, the barrel gave way before Littlehead.
And the other one? The thin one?
Florian of Lomnitz, a famed wit, fair of face and well-spoken. The ladies swoon. For all he could care, well, we'll see what kind of company he prefers in the end.
What about you and the local womenfolk? Got your eye on anyone?
Come off it. I'd have to stand in line behind Herman and his ilk. I'd rather have a drink with you.
I think I know what you're getting at. Don't you want to leave the guests to themselves and go somewhere quieter?
I like the way you think. I have some good brandy in my chambers. If you're tired of the feast, I'll invite you for a nightcap.
So let's fill our goblets to the brim and enjoy ourselves. What do you say?
As you wish, but don't overdo it with the wine. It goes to your head. Some men drink, others play, still others sin their days away.
Careful! Sin, my lady. The worst sin of all.
And
Captain Thomas turned upside down by sinful hedonic.
If I sin before God, is there any way I can atone for my sins?
Oh, well. Have you got a guilty conscience, friend? You can pay the indulgence in the scribe's box. Or you can take the path of repentance and go on a pilgrimage. It will improve your reputation with people, but beware. Making a pilgrimage does not erase your crimes in the eyes of the law, nor does it release you from paying a fine. Always keep that in mind.
I've sinned, Father. I want to purify my soul in the eye of God and repent.
Your soul is pure, son. Do you really wish to make a penitence pilgrimage?
I'll do it as a token of my love for God.
In the clearing near the stream, there is a cross in memory of gamekeeper Vatsek, who died at the hands of poacher Barton. Barton found God after the murder, and you too could seek repentance.
What penance do you give me?
Bless yourself and say the Lord's Prayer.
All right, Father. I'll go.
Death is the wages of sin.
He's over the
Careful.
worst, but he'll be bedridden for a while yet. I appreciate it.
What would you like?
I'm supposed to collect armor and a sword for my lord.
Aye, but that horse has already bolted. I'm clean out.
What? You don't have anything?
Lots of other knights were here. You should have come earlier, that's all.
But Chamberlain Ulrich himself sent me here.
I'll be happy to give you what's left, but it ain't the best. I reckon you'll have to do the mending and sharpening yourself.
Look, I don't want to quarrel, and I understand you want something out of it for yourself, and that's all right. Because my lord may be a bit of a twit, but he's a rich twit. If he likes what you give him, you'll get another order from him in no time at all. So, it occurred to me I could help you out, eh?
Oh, right. Well, that's a different matter. I see you know how these things go. I'll give you the best I have left, although I'm almost cleaned out. Here you are.
See now? Where there's a will, there's a way. Sacra. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
You silly doggy. Excuse me.
Greetings to you.
Excuse me, have you seen Catherine?
What do you want her for?
I'm supposed to get some wine from her for Lord Capon, but I can't find her.
For that handsome young man? I'll go and get her, and you can forget about that ninny Catherine.
Well, the thing is, they told me...
Forget it! God knows where that cow's got to again. I ain't seen her all evening. But don't worry, I'll be happy to give you wine for Lord Capon myself. I'd just like to ask if you could open the spice chest for me in the meantime. The lock got stuck again and won't open for love nor money.
Who locked it like that?
Nobody. It's one of Ossina's amazing locks.
What? Again? Ugh, I'll kill that Ossina. Sure, I'll take a look at it. It won't be a problem.
Thanks. Take care, have a nice evening.
I've opened the spice chest for you.
Really? That's clever of you. I couldn't budge it. I won't bother locking it again from now on. If someone pinches something, I'll blame Ossina and his rubbish locks. Here's some Hungarian wine for your journey. And give my regards to Lord Capon. May the Holy Virgin watch over you in battle. See you soon, my friend.
I've got your armor and wine for the journey.
Let's see what von Bergov sent me then.
I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ossiner a kick up the ass.
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Well, if it hadn't been for me...
What about you? Ready for battle?
Ready. We can go.
Excellent. Mount up then. I can't wait till we smash those whoresons' faces in. Hold. Damn it. But so what? Let's go. I can't wait to put that fraud from Navarkov in irons. With the force we have, we'll take their little fort in a trice. What do you think?
I agree. It certainly won't be a long siege. Nebakov isn't Talmberg.
Exactly. We won't be needing a trebuchet this time. A couple of ladders and a battering ram will do just fine. I'm almost worried the foot soldiers will get it done without us. And I won't even have time to swing my sword.
I can't wait to repay them for their kindness. I can still feel the spot in my shoulder where the arrow hit me at the pond.
Never mind your arrow. What about the humiliation I suffered? The rope is too good for those knaves. I'd have them quartered if it were up to me.
Aye, and quartered at least 3 times for what they did.
You're right. I'll ask von Bergov to send for a truly skillful executioner. And when we've dealt with that band, Hanush is sure to acknowledge that I've made up for my mistake. Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentes fortuna juvat!
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen? I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how to behave on the eve of a battle.
What about your faithful servant and protector here?
I'm ready for battle, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything against me escorting you today, Lord Capon.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again, eh?
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right and proper.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you today.
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels in Nabarkov. Why dally, then, when we have work to do? To battle, gentlemen! Open the gate! We're moving out!
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ.
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Nebac was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more...
What the... My God! Where? Come on!
Shit!
Give me your hand!
Come on!
I'll be done with you in a flash! Yeah!
Back off, bastard!
Fuck yourself!
Now he's really pissed me off! We have to get out of here!
Show what you're made of! Christ, man! I'll pay for that! Jesus Christ! Oh, hack your ass off! Hey! Coming at me with his bastard! He's dead!
Capon!
Henry!
Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
Let him on nicely. Hey! Come on, help me with this bastard! He's done for!
Were you born clumsy or did you learn that?
Let him have it!
Nicely
Yeah! You got him! Next!
Send Malcolm to the devil! Not just ugly, but ham-fisted as well!
He's dead!
Bleeding like a stuck pig! Fuck! Chamberlain Ulrich! We have to help the fool! You hear, Henry? I need you here!
And you get another run!
Hey! Hey, cover up!
Hurry, you fool!
Nicely done! This is all your fault!
Shut up! Help me! Quick!
Christ, man! I don't know why I'm bothering with you! Come on! Try to help me, for fuck's sake!
My God!
Henry! Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here! We have to get away! So help him!
I'm here! I'll help you!
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards! Curs!
Fuck me! Ulrich's dead! Let's get out of here!
Show me what you're made of!
Good! Good! I still
Get
can't
your
find
back!
Got it!
Real blood!
Nice!
Yeah!
Get him from behind! Have you found a way past it? We have to get to the mill. We'll lose them on the other side of the stream.
Capon! Hands!
Help me!
Christ, I have to go to him!
Oh, good strike! Nice strike! Strike him up! Dig all the way over here! Take the fucker out, damn it! Quick! Down to the mill and cross the stream! Dead! Watch out, Henry! There are shooters behind the wagons! Fire! I can't get a shot! Go down! Lose them on the other side! Take that fucker! That won't work on me! That hit home. Send my greetings to the devil! That's it! He's done! He's done for!
I'll chop you up, you shit!
We have to get to the mill! We'll lose them on the other side of the stream! We have to get out of the gorge and...
Hans? Hans! Look at me! Hans!
We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon Touchstone.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now, what is a coward turn to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck. And your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel! Who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight!
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live.
So, my boy, let's see what you got.
Cover!
Damn it, boss! You're good.
Shishka, you all right?
Do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?